Yours does, yes.
Maybe, I don't know. I got two cameras.
Well,
The people see me here, and you see me here.
I can see you on
Okay,
both.
I'm
fancy.
camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1.
I started doing that stupid camera 1, camera 2 thing for Impact, though. Ugh.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay.
I was told today if I want to get hired by WWE, I need to have a wonky eye. Apparently, that's the thing there.
And ladders. Wonky eyes and ladders. I love that shit.
Yeah. But I mean, then I'm going to get fired
Fightful
like 6 months
faithful.
later, so.
True. MSK has followed. What up,
About
Wesley
time.
and Nash Carter? I think it's Nash Carter.
Car Nasher?
I legitimately, every time I have to type Nash Carter or Carter Nash, I have no idea which one it is, and I Google it every single time, even though I type it every week. I confuse myself with it.
Yeah.
Wish they just make it. Don't give him Nash Carter. Like, just give him a normal name, like a normal human. Stupid. Yeah, let's get Robert O'Neill to come share his horrible vacation stories with me.
I think Robert O'Neill has a bunch of terrible stories to tell.
I only have 2, not necessarily vacation, but 2 horrible travel stories, and they both happened in LA. I know that's not a surprise.
My 2 are one in Vegas and one in Cuba. So, yeah, pretty much exactly where you think it would be.
That sounds horrible. I've got a couple people who have DM'd stuff, and I mean I have some, but
And I get it, you guys are trolls.
they're like,
that's your whole gimmick.
like they're bad, but they're also like health related, and I don't really feel like being mean about that shit. So I don't know if I'm gonna share anything. I've already shared the Disney trip. Like that wasn't health related. That was just
the best. Anyway.
Well,
Jeremy, under you on Skype, it says you are Joel Pearl and Jeremy Lambert.
fair.
We are the same person. That's true.
Yeah, that sucks.
Anakin,
sorry
if
to
you
say
have a good trip story, then DM it to one of us.
I got Anakin's
Perfect.
story. Yeah.
And with
texted it
that
to me.
message, he also resubbed. Thank you. 6 months. Welcome back.
Oh my god, I'm gonna add Robert O'Neill to this gimmick here.
Oh,
We should have
I'm
had
so
another.
excited.
We should have had another late. It should be the late show tonight.
Late show.
Because this has been a long
It has
day.
been a very long day.
It feels late AF for all of us,
Yes.
for
Oh
sure.
my God.
All right, we're gonna add O'Neill. We'll see if we can get him to make some faces that we can screenshot and make memes out of. So he's
I love
unavailable.
the Bobo reaction picture.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
Legend, absolute legend.
Yes,
Dan,
and
let's go.
we are also feeling hopeful after that last line on his IG post.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dan, what's going on? JK Schwal, how you doing? What's the word? How y'all feeling tonight?
Are you feeling like us?
Yeah, I'm drinking caffeine.
We do not
11:30,
have the
except
energy tonight.
I've
Nah,
been
it's
up
been
since like 6 o'clock.
It's been a long
Going to
day. I still got shit to do. Like,
Legit. From when Sean told me that until like, I don't know, maybe like 5 o'clock, it felt like that was like 3 days long.
it did. I was legitimately like, I was gonna, because it was a pretty quiet morning, and I knocked out a fair amount of what I wanted to do. And I got up too early this morning. I didn't sleep well last night either. And I got up early. Like, I was up like 45 minutes before my alarm. I was pissed about that. And I was like, I'm going to lay down. I'm going to take a nap. And Sean messages. He's like, well, strap in. And
Yeah.
I'm like, looks like I ain't taking a nap. So, there goes
Like,
that.
just kidding. Yeah. When he told me, I was like, oh no, like, not today.
Yeah.
And I assumed it was going to be NXT or Raw because all the SmackDown people were like already at SmackDown.
Well, that's the best time to let people go when they're at work.
Yeah, freaking having people come in at the PC to do training and then firing them.
Yep. As is tradition.
I just...
JK, I think I think the Bucks were going to win this series. I thought they were going to win the series in 6 at the most. I think Game 1 was just kind of a rough outing. Obviously, they look great tonight. I still think the Bucks are winning the series, but they screw it up so much that I could see them not winning. Now, I still think they win the series, but I also feel they'll find a way to screw it up. I still like Bucks in 5, honestly. 6 at the most, but I still like Bucks in 5. They're just better than the Hawks. I'm trying to get O'Neal.
Why is
Oh.
Robert O'Neal tweeting? and
I
not-
see him.
He's always tweeting. You kidding me?
There we
I
go.
see him.
There we
He's
go.
here.
That's all it is.
What's up,
Robert
guys?
O'Neal.
Hold on,
Robert,
O'Neal. Let me
we're
get you
only
on
adding
stream.
you to screenshot your face for reaction.
That's true.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
you really don't have to say anything. Just make faces, O'Neal.
I can do
look at
that.
the blanket
Ah, you're
of
excellent. Hold on.
sentence.
All right, say something, O'Neal.
Good.
Yeah, it should be good now.
Cool.
Hopefully. Let me double check it. All right, say something.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Robert, are you as exhausted as we are?
Yeah. No, I got up early today because it was storming and woke me up.
O'Neal
Yes.
logged off. O'Neal logged off today like a coward.
I was gonna say it was storming here too, but we actually don't live that far from each other, so
It was storming here too, and I'm in a different country.
yeah,
So there we go.
we don't care about you. Joel.
I can't blame you.
It
What's going on,
wasn't
Gimmick Gaming?
It wasn't storming.
Carter,
It
hello.
did rain
Justin, hello.
today, though. I wish I wanted to rain during my run to cool me off a little bit, and it didn't. I'm very sad. My run sucked. All right, let's share some stories. Tank is in the chat. Tank sent in a story. Let's start with Tank. How do we do that?
Yes, Tank.
Let's start with Tank.
Big fan.
All right. So Tank, who is a great
Here's a
man.
bear claw.
He is a bear claw. He's also a great man. I gotta.
You
scroll.
should also go follow him on Twitch. By the
Yes.
way,
Yes.
Yeah,
go follow Tank on Twitch.
There you
do
go.
that.
All right, so Tank has, okay. It says, on a trip, was doing it for work, friends tagged along, wasn't much anyway, with friend and his girlfriend, staying a week in a really nice hotel, gorgeous poolside area. Second day, the girlfriend went to, this has chapters, the girlfriend went to pick up lunch, we were at the pool, I'm laying in the sun, doing some projects, and he's in the pool. And can you imagine Tank out sunbathing, all that ass out there? Man.
God damn.
He starts
Is it
freaking.
nude? Is it nude sunbathing?
Oh, that would be great. That'd be great, Tank. Let us know. He starts freaking out.
Questions? Yes.
Oh my god. He starts freaking out and calls for help. Wiener stuck in the pool suction thing.
What?
I go to the front desk, tell them what happened, apologize, give them the dude I don't know. Give them the dude I don't know, I'm here for work. They all laugh about it, say it happens more frequently than you think. Girlfriend comes back, sees the fire department. They're all around him. She's mad at him. She doesn't talk to him for 2 of the 7 days we were there. Sleeps in my room, so I'm stuck sleeping on a propped-on chair. Awake at night, just talking to this lady who keeps asking me what the pool has that she doesn't. I'm sitting there like,
What
let me
the
just
fuck?
enjoy my cold domain.
Hold on. Can you go back to the what the pool has that I don't, and go from there?
Yeah, he says, awake at night, just talking to this lady who keeps asking me what a pool has that she doesn't. I'm sitting there like, let me just enjoy my cold domain.
Okay, so now I must begin with my journalistic questions.
Was the pool hot?
First, obviously, it was nude sunbathing if he got his wiener stuck in the pool. Second, is she hot? And third, is her mom hot?
I gotta tweet that this is the lead story, and so I feel like we've peaked already. Shit, you guys
The
better
pool
come
had
with
a
some.
deep end. What does the deep end have to do with him having his wiener out?
Well, you know.
I'm gonna
if
tweet
it's
this
deep,
from the
push
Fightful
a little
account.
further.
We're talking about wieners getting stuck in pool suctions.
Oh my God! You're gonna give Kyler a fucking heart attack.
I'll tweet it from my account, but I'm retweeting it from the Fightful account.
Oh my
That's much
God.
better. Oh, wonderful.
I mean, these are the important questions. We found out last time that
Yeah, we gotta know if these people are hot.
the girls are not always hot, but the moms are.
Yeah.
So we need to know. Sean's not going to fire Kyler. Maybe Jeremy.
Maybe for like the 5th time.
I
Yeah,
get fired
this
every
week.
week. Are you kidding me?
For like the 5th time this week.
Yeah. I get fired every week.
You are definitely not going to get fired because Sean is not going to transcribe those interviews.
Fair. Yeah. Sean
Okay,
actually
Tank.
likes me. That's a dirty secret, is that Sean and I actually get along really well and he likes me. But don't tell anybody.
Hank,
that.
we are waiting on your answers.
Yes, we need to know who was hot.
All you told us was that the pool has a deep end, and that tells us nothing.
I mean, if it reads the way I think it reads, then nice.
Shut up. Oh. Sounds like Bob has an upcoming gig.
Bob's going to be the new transcriber, and Tank doesn't want to answer questions.
Yes, does it?
I think that your silence is telling us that her and her mom, the pool was not
The pool's
hot.
not hot.
Pool was not hot. Pool was very cold. Well, that's tough for the wiener then.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
was
tough.
gonna say.
That's impressive that the wiener got stuck in there. The pool
it
was
was a
cold.
pool.
Pool is 69 feet deep.
Oh my God.
Nice.
That's kind of terrifying, actually.
That's very, very deep.
It's a very deep pool. Very
I'd be
deep.
scared of that. Was it a freshwater pool?
Okay, so I look over there at like the corner of my eye and see Bob drinking some water, but it looks like he's drinking it out of like a Dawn dish soap bottle.
What are you drinking your
Just a
water out
regular
of, O'Neill?
Plastic water bottle.
It was just because the top of it, like it's having like a flip top, and it looked like it was a Dawn dish soap bottle. I'm like,
Tanks is the girl
damn,
at the
that's
desk.
recycling if I've ever seen it.
Tanks is the
Tanks
girl
was
at the
high
desk
bass.
was pretty fine. There you go.
He said,
Yep.
I've asked, and all I got was, bro, we all thought about it once.
Sure.
What
Okay.
movie is it? Euro Trip, where he gets his dick stuck in the hot tub gimmick, the hot tub jet. I feel like that's Euro Trip. Somebody, I know somebody has seen Euro Trip in the chat. Please let
I
me know.
haven't seen it in like 10 years, so
Oh.
I can't.
I mean,
tell
it's
you.
been a while
Okay.
for me, but like that's a fairly memorable movie.
Okay, so I do not have a wiener, so I'm going to ask the people on the panel that do. Have you ever considered sticking your wiener in the thing on the pool or hot tub?
No, I mean you don't want to get stuck.
Also, that thing it goes like it
Yeah.
goes. Yeah, it's Euro Trip.
Yes.
It jets
Thank
like it's not a comfortable. It's not comfortable
Mm-hmm.
just to stick
Yeah.
it right in there.
Have I thought about it? Yes. I can't like sit here and pretend like I haven't thought about it, okay? I get high and go into the hot tub and my senses are going here and I'm like, wonder what it feels like. All right, I'm not gonna pretend otherwise. You
Okay,
jerks are like,
but
no, I haven't
thinking-
thought. You've thought about it. Come on.
Thinking about it and being like, I think I'm going to do that are two different things.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just think about it. I'm not gonna act on it, but think about
J.K.
it.
Schwall said they were just waiting for Jeremy to say yes.
100%.
Not wrong.
100%.
All right. Oh my gosh.
EP's not watching this. She's gonna be like,
It's like being curious about boning a wet Terminator or something.
shit, she might be watching this. Son of a bitch.
That's wonderful. Like we've all pushed against the jet. Like we know, we get it.
Yeah.
But, like we never tried to fucking put the full thing in.
No, I wouldn't do it,
that's a
but
bridge
come
too
on,
far.
I've thought about it. What did
Um,
I say?
Text from my wife being, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I just got a text that said, never considered that, no.
I want to know who you asked.
No, it's somebody that was watching.
Oh, okay.
I didn't text someone and say, have you ever considered sticking your wiener in the pool jet?
That's amazing. I love it. Oh. J.K. Schwall saying that Bobo and I are cowards for saying no.
Yeah, you are. Both of you are. We've all thought about it. Don't act like you haven't.
Yeah,
Not the-
legit.
not
Every
the-
time I get in a hot tub or a like hotel pool from now on, all I'm gonna think about is whose wieners have been stuck in here.
Not the pool. Not the pool. Especially like a hotel pool. But like we used to have a hot tub.
The hotel pool
At
is
our
where it's
house.
gonna happen. Have you been to Vegas?
No, I
Like,
haven't. I've not
Oh,
been to
the Vegas
actually.
stories come out.
it's gonna happen there.
No.
Chris,
better keep an eye
Chris,
on her kids.
Chris,
No.
we're talking about bad vacation stories. If you have a bad vacation
Chris
story,
is
DM
DM'd me
it
stuff.
to Jeremy.
Chris is already.
Yeah,
DM'd me
did he?
stuff. Yeah.
Perfect. Wonderful. I
It's
wasn't
all
sure.
downhill from here. Let's be honest. We're not gonna top wieners being stuck in pools. All right. I should have saved tanks for last, but what can you do? This is what we're open with. We're open up quick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so these are bad vacation or travel stories, but if you have stories about sticking your wiener in random objects, you can tell that too.
First of all, I don't call them objects. I call them. Never mind.
oh man.
Call them
Oh, the
partners
EP
like every
is
other woman.
here.
Yeah, she
Yes.
texted me like right after I said I don't think she's watching, and she just texted ha 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 ha, and I was like, oh fuck, she is
Yeah.
watching.
She DM'd me.
I like that someone's doing that shit at
And I get
SummerSlam.
it. You guys
Yes,
are
they are.
trolls. That's your
Yeah.
whole gimmick.
Chris resubs. It's been 4 months, and he says, "Oh my God, welcome back."
It's all downhill from here. It started at
howdy.
the bottom of the fucking hill with that story.
Tank saying regretting never calling him Pool Noodle this whole time.
Oh my god. Now listen, Tank. I like you, but I tend to not believe people when it's their friend that does stuff like that in stories. So I'm not convinced it wasn't you.
Now, here's the thing. Hearing this from Tank and knowing what I know about Tank, none of this shocks me. This is
Tank
very
fucking
on
rules.
brand.
Yeah.
And it's very,
Jeremy, you got
very
another
nice.
DM.
Yes, I know. I got it. I'll read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my problem is I don't know who people are on Fightful gaming as to like Twitter,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
unless
that's fair.
their names are the same, and then I'm like, huh? Like,
No, I know who DM'd me. Yeah. We're good. We're good. Okay. All right. You guys want to share a story? Joel, share a story.
Okay, chat. Cuba or Vegas? What do you want? Do you want Cuba or do you want Vegas? Tell me now.
comment, chat, comment.
I got
Cuba.
Anakin saying Cuba. Got Cuba
Another
from
Cuba.
from Ricardo.
Another
Sam's
Cuba.
Okay, I guess
I
we're
feel like
going
it's
Cuba.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Cuba.
Oh,
Yes.
it's okay. The Vegas story it'll come out later. So Cuba, this is the first time that my now wife, she
And
was
I
just my
get
girlfriend
it.
at
You
the time,
guys are trolls. That's your whole gimmick.
her and I took a trip together. We got one of those last minute vacations, and it was mid-July. We went to Cuba because it was an all expenses paid, or all inclusive, not all expenses paid, but all inclusive. And we're like, cool, we'll go for 4 days, have a good time, do the thing. I will tell both stories. I just want to start with whatever you guys wanted, so we'll do Cuban right now. So we get to the airport. I'm like a last minute traveler. My wife is not. She's very much like I need to get to the airport 3 hours early because I'm afraid that I'm going to get detained. I'm afraid that, customs is going to pull me aside. And that's because her mother is an immigrant. But she is not. My wife is very much Canadian white girl born in the country. She doesn't look it, but she has a whole history of seeing it. So anyway, we get there really early. We go through the lineup, waiting and waiting. We finally board. The flight is super delayed. And when we get on the flight, finally, we're still waiting. And we have to wait for one more couple, apparently, that have not boarded yet, but we're in the terminal somewhere. They finally get on to a rousing round of applause, a sarcastic one from the plane, as this guy walks on with his girlfriend, and he is like, to this sarcastic applause. And he's got a burger in his hand and a thing of fries. And he's so happy. And he goes and he sits down, and I think he's a little drunk. Anyway, we take off. And we get there, we get to the resort, everything's fine, everything's cool. I'm like miserable because it's been like 12 hours in transit for nothing, and we're waiting in line to finally check in with like a group of people. All of a sudden, out of the back of the line, I hear my name, and they say my partner's name, and they pull us out of line, and it's like midnight in Cuba, and we have no idea what's going on. So they pull us out of line, and I'm like, oh my God, this is how I die. They're gonna take us. They're going to, put a bullet in our head and just bury us, because they took us like out away from everybody, and the guy was dressed like in all black. And again, it's midnight and I'm tired. So we start walking away. We're like, okay, what the hell's going on? As we're walking away, it's like, get in the cart with your luggage, get in the cart. I'm like, okay, now I don't know what's going on. Are you going to kill us? And he's like, it's fine, just get in the cart. So we get in the cart because we're crazy and tired, and they start driving. And driving. And then they say, you guys are going to stay in the VIP area. So that's the good news. You stay in the VIP. We had no idea. They gave us all this extra shit, all this extra booze and everything. This is a ride. We're taking on a ride here. So we get to the thing. We check in. We get into the hotel room where we're checked in. We go to the pool. We check out all the cool areas. And next thing you know, we get into bed, and the bed breaks. Now, the bed breaks, and it's 2 a.m. And the bed broke not because of what you think. We literally just got into bed, and it broke. So we had to sleep on the floor for the first night because they wouldn't come and fix it because of a skeleton staff. And they didn't fix it for 2 more nights. We slept on the floor for most of our travel, and we were miserable. And that was Cuba. I will never go back, at least not in the height of the off season. There's your Cuba. It's not as sexy as Vegas, but man, it sucked. Questions, comments, concerns?
Was the bed hot?
Yeah, I mean it was middle of the night. Yeah.
Oh.
That sucks.
Your story upset the kid. Good going, Joel.
Can't blame him. Cannot blame him. Was the couple hot? Yeah, I mean, they were lookers. Yeah. No one got their wiener stuck in a pool, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry, Joel. I shouldn't have put you in a position to follow up the wiener stuck in a pool.
Was your wife
story? Was your wife hot?
She still is. Yes, thankfully.
Thankfully.
She will always be attractive to me. Absolutely.
We're still questioning why she married you after that first date story.
Yeah,
Yes.
factual.
We still have that conversation to this day.
Yes.
I like her. She's
Carlito
okay.
for Prez, thanks for resubscribing with the Prime as well. 3-month streak. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, let's.
Why
was
did they move you to the VIP area? Did you ever figure that out?
Yes, we came to figure out that the way that we booked the trip was like an escape random deal, and that's how they kicked us into the VIP section. And we actually paid less than everyone else. So we got lucky there, but we did not get lucky in the fact that our fucking bed broke. We slept on the floor, and we couldn't get like refills of water and stuff like that. That part sucked. The food was okay though. It was when you got the right good food, it was good. There you go. Questions?
Chicken Shaw says, was the burger and fries fast food? Hoping it was McDonald's.
Oh no, it was something in the airport, some random like fast food but not fast food. It was like a little upscale burger joint.
Nothing in the airport is ever fast food either.
True.
Yeah, it always takes a
Unless you're in an American airport, you're getting Whataburger.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever gotten Whataburger from an airport.
I've never had it, period.
I know at LAX they have an In-N-Out, I think in the airport in LAX.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of that.
I've never had In-N-Out.
In-N-Out is good but overhyped.
I've
Yeah,
never had
I can
these
get with that.
places.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of those places where every time I'm in that vicinity, I will go and eat it.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in Southern California, and like I would crave it sometimes, but people act like it's the greatest thing in the world, and
I'll just throw a burger in an air fryer and I'm good. That's all I
Can't blame
need.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make my own burgers. Bob O'Neill's all about the grilling and all that stuff. I see him with his. What do you use, O'Neill?
We got a smoker, and then we
There
got
you
one
go.
of those like camp stove flat top things.
There you go. I see O'Neill making some good shit. When we come to St. Louis, you're gonna cook for us, right?
Oh hell
should.
yeah!
You should. I don't know why you wouldn't. Me, you, and Joseph, we're just gonna have a big wiener roast.
My God.
Oh my god, they're doing another fucking 6-man tag on Raw.
Huh?
6-woman tag.
Sounds horrible.
They're doing a 6-woman tag. Have fun with that.
I don't watch Raw, so I don't give a shit.
Good, great. Someone else will cover it.
Yeah, that's the DeFelice beat. The
Good.
Monday Night
What about
Raw. I'm NXT guy, Joel Pearl. You know this.
Yes, one of my favorite NXT guys, Jeremy Lambert, loves his ladder matches. Gonna call him Ladder Match Lambert.
If you do, I will never speak to you again.
Anyway, we also have Five Guys here, Anakin, and it is delicious.
I love Five Guys. We actually have that here too.
I do. See, Five Guys, I don't know. I haven't had it in Ohio. I don't know if there is one in Ohio, but I used to have it all the time when I was in North Carolina.
There's a lot in the Midwest, so
Yeah.
I would imagine. I stick with like what's around here, which is like McDonald's. I'll go to McDonald's like every weekend. I'll probably go to McDonald's tomorrow, honestly.
A friend of mine once was dating this girl who texted him and said, "Man, I could really go for Five Guys right now." And he said, "I bet you could."
Wow. Jesus.
They're not together anymore, but he's married and has a second kid on the way. So.
Jesus.
that's Jeremy, and that's Joel, and that's Bobo.
What's up?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Wave at him.
What's wrong? Had a tough night?
Yeah, I think that he got scared
Aw.
upstairs. So, yeah.
Oh, poor
Yeah.
thing.
We got you, bud. Ricardo, thank you for the bits. Appreciate you. He's dead now. Loves it.
DM your story to Jeremy.
Yes.
Yes, DM whatever. Some people will probably DM me, and like I got them and stuff. I will. Where do you see this 6-woman tag at, Joel?
Rose Planted put it up on. Got it off of socials.
Did they delete it?
It looks like they cropped it from an email.
Oh,
Usually when Laura posts, it's pretty on par. But it's got Charlotte and Nadine Tamina versus Rhea, Manny, and Dana.
Sounds bad.
I see.
Sounds
it.
exactly
I
as expected.
It's cropped very weird too. It's on Instagram.
It's cropped like socials. It's cropped like Instagram.
Yeah, let me check Instagram.
No, we're not playing games.
And they also have MVP and
Yeah, Kofi.
oh yeah, it's here. It's all on the same.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it.
Yeah.
Are you
The
seeing
face
it?
off and that.
Yeah.
Someone will grab it. Okay, let's. We want to get back on the boat here. Someone want to tell another story? You want to read one? What do we want to do?
I will read one, and then I need to do an article.
Done. Let's do it
Okay. This is from Caleb.
with a K.
Our buddy Caleb. Yes, with K. It says Florida. Florida fucking sucks. I was 8 years old. We went there for a week, and I ended up getting sunburned so bad that my mom took me to the doctor because store-bought aloe wasn't working. And the doctor had to use an actual aloe plant to draw the heat out. I had to stay inside for 2 weeks using the plant to draw the heat out until it was gone. Being a pale ginger and not using sunscreen is never a good idea. Look, dude, you gotta use sunscreen. All right, Caleb, that's your fault. I'm sorry you were 8 and you had to stay inside for 2 weeks because you're pale and stuff, but like use sunscreen. Your parents should be ashamed of themselves for
I was
not
going
putting
to say, that's
sunscreen
actually your parents' fault.
on it. Yes, yeah, for not using sunscreen on an 8-year-old. That's can't help that. That's y'all's fault. I don't feel
I
bad.
know
for
he's
you.
not here. I know he's not here, but I have a question. Is his mom hot?
He's not here, Joel. So can't answer that.
Can we speculate recklessly?
Sure, we can. His mom's probably still like Caleb's only 16, so like
I was going to say, Caleb's only like 12, so his
Yeah.
mom's probably like my age.
Kiss on my leg. Kiss on my leg.
No. Okay, I will go ahead and tell one of my LA stories.
Let's do it.
So,
You may eat your eyes, so right.
are you speaking
Yes.
English?
Yeah, who cares?
So right.
Oh my god. My kids think it's hilarious that their thighs are super white and the rest of their legs are really tan
Because we've
That
been
sounds funny to me.
training.
because they've been tanning apparently. Okay, be quiet so I can talk.
This is
Yeah, okay, they don't need to see your underwear either. Weirdo. Anyways, so when I was 18, I had never flown before in my life at all. And I had a boyfriend who I then married because I'm stupid. And
Relatable.
Flew to California to see him and didn't tell my parents. And definitely still lived at home. Just gonna be gone for 3 or 4 days, be quiet, I'm talking.
When you married, that was a long time.
Yes, when I be married, that was a long time ago. But so flew out there, had my friends take me to the airport and everything. Never had flown before, so I'm a little nervous. Just didn't really know what to expect. American Airlines, I was in the last row. I was in the last row of the plane. If you come over here and do that again, I'm going to whoop your butt. I was in the last row of the plane, and the lady that gets on, she's the last person on the plane, gets on there and sits beside me and is talking about how she's going to kill all of the American Airlines workers, which I'm like, awesome. Like, that's
What year
great.
was this?
Awesome.
Hey, I told you if you were going to be down here, you were going to be quiet. Anyway, said she's going to kill the American Airlines workers because the plane was completely booked, and they told her she had to check her overhead bag because there's no more space in the overhead bins. And she refused to check her overhead bag, wanted to carry it on the plane with her and hold it on her lap because it wouldn't fit under the seat. And obviously you can't do that either. And so it's just like this big ordeal. And my flight was from St. Louis to LAX, which is pretty long flight. Okay. Sitting next to this crazy ass woman the whole time. We lost Bob.
Yeah, no, he was frozen for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah. So sitting next to this crazy ass woman for the whole time. So get to LAX, we do a remote landing because shocking, they're doing construction on LAX like they are doing all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
So we land and have to wait 45 minutes for the bus to get there to come take us to the main part of the airport because we're all literally just standing outside waiting for this bus. So the bus finally gets there. It's 11:55 p.m. We have all missed our connecting flights because I was going to San Diego. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I go to, I'm 18, never flown before. I'm in freaking LA.
This is your first flight ever?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Welcome back, Baba.
hello, Bob.
Thanks.
And we go to the desk for American Airlines, and everyone's like, we missed our flight, what are we supposed to do? And they're like, well, you missed, you were checked in for it. Well, yeah, because we checked in when we got on our first flight. Yeah, we're checked in for it. And they're like, well, we can't put you on any other flights. So it was an hour process to get them to understand that we did a remote landing and then it wasn't like we were sitting in the airport and missed it. We had to wait on the bus to come get us. And then they're like, well, we'll give out hotel vouchers. And LAX has all the buses that go to the different hotels, that have the banner on the top that tell what hotel they're going to and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to put a card on file at the hotel. I had no cards with me.
Fightful.
I was flying with cash.
Oh, no.
Mm.
So they make me put $500 cash at the hotel. We didn't get to the hotel. And there's 30 of us from the flight that missed our connecting flights. They make me put this, we didn't get to the hotel till 2:30 probably after fighting with the airport and everything. And my next flight was at 6 a.m. At that point, why did I not just stay at the airport?
Dude.
So I'm not sleeping because I'm terrified I'm not going to wake up in time. I gotta freaking be up at 4 to get back to the hotel to get through security at LAX on a Saturday. Oh my God. It was, just as an 18-year-old that has never traveled before. The farthest I ever met that was St. Louis. I was so terrified, just anxious. Oh my God, it was every time I've ever had to fly into
Hello.
LAX since then,
Fightful,
I've had
Fightful.
they've been doing construction too. I'm like, is this airport ever not fucking under construction? Like, is there ever a point where you're not under construction at this airport? I'm not clipping your toenails while I'm on here.
No,
the
it might
content.
work. It might start a hype train.
Yeah, that's the content people want.
That's right.
Toenail clip.
Speaking of which, Frisco Flame and Plug Boy, thank you for the follows. Welcome. Got some bad travel stories. Why don't you send them over to Jeremy?
Thank you for the follow, Frisco Flame, my pal.
Heck yeah. Okay, so first question. The woman who was talking about taking out all those American Airlines.
No, she was not hot.
No. Very, very good catch, but no. What year was this?
2011.
Okay, so this was 10 years after it would have been relatively okay to have said that. What what happened to her?
December 2011. Well, because it was a fairly large plane and like packed solid. It was a pretty late flight, obviously. I didn't get there till 11 local time. Like, it was a late flight anyway. And I don't know. I guess they just never heard her because no one ever said anything to her because as many times as I've flown since then, like that would have never, gone over well. But yeah, she just on and like was talking about how every time she's ever had to check a bag, they always like break the bag. And I'm like, maybe stop flying American. Like,
Yeah.
maybe that's your problem.
Time for a new one. Anyone else with questions? Martin asking, did you pay with nickels?
Oh my god.
Tremendous.
I hate you.
That's a fair question. It's a very fair
I mean-
question.
I mean, yes, I did say I stupidly got married. At least I didn't get married to Nickel Guy.
It's true.
I mean, I didn't do much. I didn't do much better, but
Whole lot of people hating on American Airlines. I get it. I do.
American. Oh, let me tell that story from today. In the middle.
Still, eh?
Sean sends me freaking text today that says that the releases are coming and tells me Brizongo. So I'm already like brain exploding.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to call American Airlines for a week because I booked my flight to All Out and they changed it to not coming home until Monday at like 4 p.m. Well, Monday is my oldest son's birthday party, so I need to be home at like 9 a.m. I had my flight booked. Yes, they figured out that my oldest son is your brother. Thank you.
I wasn't sure.
Yes, but like I couldn't, and you couldn't change your flight itinerary online, which if everybody's seen all the stuff going on with American lately, they're canceling like thousands of flights every day and everything because they're understaffed. So I could not modify my flight online and I was scared to cancel it. Excuse me. Because last time I canceled a flight online, I had called and they were like, oh yeah, you won't have to pay a change fee, blah, blah, blah. You'll get the full $240. It was a one-way ticket. And I'm like, okay, cool. No. Every time I've tried to use that voucher since then, I have to pay a $200 change fee. So I'm really only saving like $40.
Damn.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I want to confirm, like, if they can't change my flight to an earlier direct flight from Chicago to Evansville, which is like a 45-minute flight, then I'm going to cancel it. So I've been trying to call for a week. You can't get through to anybody. I sat on hold for literally 4 hours the other day. So they finally had a callback thing where you could schedule an appointment for the system to call you back. And I'm like, okay, cool. So literally like within like 5 minutes of Sean telling me that today, I look at my phone, American Airlines is calling me. And I'm like, oh God, like this is not what I want to deal with right now. So I answer it and it's an automated system and they connect me with this woman who immediately has attitude. Like as soon as she fucking answers the phone. And I'm like, oh God, like Lord help me, I'm already in a bad mood. Like do not let me be hateful to this woman. So I'm asking her questions and I'm like, I would like to change because they changed my flight going to Chicago to earlier, but I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever. Like I'm trying to make Jeremy go to Challenge Mania with me, whatever. So I'm like, I just need to change the one coming home. I have to come home in the morning. Well, we don't have any more direct flights in the morning, but we can fly you from Chicago to Charlotte back to Evansville.
Mama.
Like, why? That doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to do that. And I was like, so I guess I'll just cancel it. I'm talking, be quiet. I was like, I guess I'll just cancel it, but I just want to confirm that if I cancel this with you, I'm not going to have to pay a change fee later on. And she's like, no, there's no change fee, like rattles all this off. And I was like, okay, so I want to make sure that this is clarified, that like I'm going to get the full $340 or whatever it was for my round trip. Like that will be a full voucher that I can use later on. And she's like, well, if you would listen to what I say. And I'm like,
wonderful.
whoa, bitch. Like, I was like, well, just so all flights in America go through Charlotte or Atlanta. Yeah.
It's very true. Yes. Very, very true.
I was like, you have no reason to have attitude with me. Like, your job is customer service. I'm asking you a question for clarification on this because I have had someone here before give me misinformation and I want to make sure that I have the right information. And she's like, well, I'm trying to explain it to you. And I'm like, oh my God, lady, like, this is not going to go well.
You're not going to win.
Yeah, just keeps on with attitude. And I'm like, do you want me to match my attitude with your attitude? Because I don't think you're going to appreciate it. And she says something, and she's like, let me give you your ticket number, and like rattles it off so fast. And she's like, you'll get an email that your flight's been canceled, and hangs up on me.
Oh, wonderful. That was amazing.
I'm like, oh my God. So I swear to God, if I go to use this voucher and I have to pay a change fee, I'm going to end this woman.
You got to find her first.
Well, and the thing is, it even says on their website that if they change your flight, like if they do a flight change and it's more than a 6-hour difference in your arrival time, then you don't have to pay a change, like a cancellation fee or a change fee or anything when you cancel it. And so it was already that. But I'm like, this is not going to go well. Like, I was so pissed off. I was already so mad. And then that, and I'm like shaking when I get off the phone. I was like, oh my God, like, I'm being nice to you, you know, like, and I said at one point, like, I've been trying to call for a week and I have spent so many hours on hold trying to get a hold. And she's like, well, we're understaffed. That's not my fucking problem. Like, okay, like, you also changed my flight. So pretty sure a lot more people wanted to take the 8 a.m. flight than the direct at 4 p.m. or 7 p.m. Like,
Yup.
Like, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah. So now I have like all these vouchers from American Airlines that I'm never gonna use because I'm refusing to ever fly American Airlines again until like next year when I fly American Airlines again.
I was gonna say.
What?
Use them next year.
Mama,
What?
what if we went to a water park and I had daycare and you didn't know?
Okay.
I mean, I'll take your vouchers, but I feel like you'll be using them.
I want to go to a water park. That sounds awesome.
I'll give you the voucher where you have to pay the $200 change fee and only get $40 off.
Honestly, right now, the only vouchers I need are for hotels. We'll get to that. I'm going to read Rob Wilkins' story because it's short and sweet, and I think a lot of people are going to be scarred for life. So he says, when I was 11, we stopped at this rundown truck shop. I think it was in South Carolina. There was a curtain. I went behind and saw a hole in the wall. I started looking through the hole. My dad grabbed me by the back of the shirt and told me never to do anything like that again because you never know what's on the other side. So about 5 years later, I realized what kind of hole it was, and I was horrified and still traumatized.
Glory hole.
So, and we're back to people sticking their wieners in things.
Anybody ever thought about doing a
Sticking
glory
your
hole?
finger in the hole behind a curtain at a random
Or in the
place.
bathroom. You know, you go to some of those bathrooms, there's a hole in there. Anybody ever thought about that one?
I have seen some shit. That is a new low.
So that hole is actually in a time continuum, and it was where the guy that was in the pool, that's where it came out.
That's where it came out at.
Where Rob was.
God.
Booty
It's a
butt,
new-
booty butt, booty butt, cheek. Dingle-dee.
I've never seen a glory hole in real life, so I can't say. I
Me either.
Yeah.
No.
I have.
Really?
I mean, you
Tell your
tour,
glory
you-
hole story, Joel Pearl.
No, it's not. It's really not a glory hole. It's literally you're on tour. You stop at a truck stop, and there's a glory hole. Like it's happened. It's real. It's not a thing unless it's in use, which it wasn't.
Hey, come
So,
on.
yeah. Jay Harris saying I went to a bathroom that had a glory hole once and I ran out of that bitch. I get it. I get it. There will be a hole at Allegiant Stadium. There probably will be. Wrestling fans are gross. Local adult store has one. Yeah, they're all over the place.
I mean, I believe
Od-
that all these places have one. I've never seen one. So
You will. You'll take a ride. You'll find one.
Will I?
O'Neill, tell us a story. Yeah.
No, I've
probably.
got so many to do. O'Neill sucks. He's here.
Well,
He's here and he's hanging out. I
I
don't
don't-
did enough sitting around the other night, so let's get him to actually talk about it.
I don't really have any. Like, when I book a flight, I've never had a layover because I don't want to deal with that. Like,
Got Mr.
You know-
fucking money bags over here.
I got like the one flight of the day from like directly from St. Louis to Vegas for SummerSlam, so it's like, I don't want to deal with that, man.
What airline are you flying?
Southwest.
That's who I'm flying too. We're probably on the same flight.
Oh my
cool.
god. What section are you guys sitting in?
I think we're in the sections next to each other, actually.
No, I mean
Yeah,
on
like
the flight. This is
115 or
what
something.
This is
What?
what I'm asking. On the flight, are you sitting?
It's Southwest.
Yeah, I know. Never mind.
Don't have seat assignment.
Oh, do
Yeah.
they not? I don't know. It's been so long
gotta
since I
pay
flew.
extra.
I have
No, Southwest
idea.
is in a like 1 through 8 group on boarding.
Oh, okay.
You just
Mhm.
get
Yeah, I've not been on a plane since the Colorado trip, and I try not to think about that.
that trip doesn't exist.
No,
What
no,
day
it
are you
doesn't.
flying in?
Thursday.
Okay, no, you're flying in the day before me. I'm not going until Friday.
I'm gonna be in on Thursday. Yay!
I'm home on Sunday.
Dan, I'm
I-
trying to read yours. I was going to read yours next, and then Joel Pearl cuts in and reads Rob's stories, and then wants O'Neill to tell a story. So
You're
Yeah.
writing an article.
I'm
Yeah, you're
always
doing
writing
stuff.
an article. All right, here
We're
we
trying
go.
to keep things done over
I
here.
know. I appreciate you guys. All right. Dan sends a story. He says, Dan, you can't lead with it. It's going to be short and least interesting bad vacation story. I want to read it now. So I was maybe 5 or 6. I was definitely younger than 10. You got to remember these things. My parents decided to go to vacation in Disney World in Florida. Horrible place. Never go there. It was my first vacation, not to family, so I was excited. Anyways, when we get there, they have bunk beds for us. Me and my sister. My sister gets the bottom bunk, and I get the top bunk. The first or second night, I'm up in the middle of the night. I decided to get some water. I'm not used to bunk beds, so I completely forgot I'm on one. I walk off the bunk bed, end up breaking my foot. So all of my pictures at Disney involve me in a wheelchair, and also I only go for the bottom bunk if I can. Dan,
Oh, dude, that sucks.
man.
that
Okay, who
sounds
was this?
horrible. That was Dan in the chat.
Dan J.
Yes.
Dan.
Is your
Were
sister
you-
hot? Oh.
Yes. Okay, 2 questions. Is your sister hot? How old are you so I can determine like what year this was? And were you staying at the Animal Kingdom resort?
Trying to figure out if he worked there and may have seen him. What are we doing here? Was it detective work?
To the Animal Kingdom resort when I was like 8 and we stayed in bunk beds and the ceilings, okay, you're 23, so that would have been about the same time that I was there because I'm 28.
Oh dear.
We stayed in bunk beds. That's what our room had. And the ceilings are not tall enough for bunk beds. So the top bunk, legit, you couldn't even sit up. As a kid, you couldn't even sit up in the top bunk because you are smacking the ceiling. Like, there was like this much space between the mattress and the ceiling. It was insane. I'm like, for as much as these freaking rooms are, you would think, like... yeah, that definitely sounds like the room I was in. I think maybe that sounds right.
There you go. You guys stayed.
It was the one that when
Hannah's internet is being horrible. All right, so it sounds like you both stayed in the animal kingdom, and those rooms suck, and you shouldn't have been in the top bunk. Dan, just don't go to Disney, everybody. You call it the happiest place in the world. It actually sucks. Like, don't go to Florida. Florida's horrible. Don't go to Disney. These places are just terrible. Don't go there.
Yeah.
You saying that just like enraged Ron Patel. He's like starting an entire smear campaign against you, Jeremy.
Nah,
Because
Ron Patel
you
loves
said
me.
shit about Florida.
Ron Patel loves me. I have reasons to hate Florida.
But does Ron love you more than he loves Florida?
I don't know. Maybe we'll find out, right? Maybe we'll
Probably
find out.
will. Carlito for Prez highlighted a message. Said O'Neill and Hannah having a planes, trains, and automobiles experience together would be a great cold open for the distraction.
We can possibly.
oh my
We
god.
can possibly do something with this. I like that, Carlito for Perez. Once we get back, oh man, I'm number 2 to Florida. Shit, man, it's sad. I got reasons to dislike Florida, Ron. Like, you can't knock my reasons, okay? You can't knock my reasons.
I really think that the cold open has got to be me and Jeremy when we're singing karaoke.
Oh,
Yes.
I have so many. I have so many cold open ideas, and it's gonna get backlogged because WWE does something stupid every week to where I'm like, oh, I got to play off of this week. Like, we had one already planned for this week, and then Nikki Cross is a superhero, and I'm like, I got a kid's costume closet that I can raid and just come up with my own superhero costume. So this has got to be the cold open now.
Okay, friends that are in the chat, if you are going to SummerSlam, where are you sitting?
Yes. And
you don't
by
have to
that,
tell us like
I have-
row and seat number, but like what section?
I am currently not sitting anywhere because I don't have a ticket.
I am in 116.
I'm
I
not.
think I'm at 115, I believe.
I was gonna say you're either in 115 or 117.
I'm not going. Yes, Carlito. BPW and distraction are the same. That's
No, they're all sitting down.
cold open's the best thing we do. All right, what do we got? Who's in the chat that I can read their stories? All right, Anakin's in the chat. He sent me some stories. All right, let me read the text that you sent me earlier, Anakin.
Cyclops also sent one in the chat.
This is his name.
Okay, we'll read that next. Let me read Anakin's. All right.
Go for it.
So he says, my sophomore year of high school during spring break was crazy. I was with my church's high school choir with a tour to Florida. Fucking Florida. This is what I'm saying.
Always Florida, baby.
And we had what people swore was a demon possession. And on our way back, one of the buses had a ladder, fucking hell, coming fly off the truck in front of them and go right through the
Final
windshield.
Destination.
What's that?
Final Destination.
Yeah, it very much
Yeah.
sounds like that. Yes. He says, also, there's a story about most of the guys wanting to duct tape our choir director and how that went for them. Well, share that story. This is why ladders are bad. Shawn Michaels probably shoved this ladder. Demon ladder nonsense. Fucking you just combined Florida and like a Shawn Michaels bit. What did you expect, honestly? What did you
Was
expect?
choir director hot?
It's a church thing, of course not.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
I'm a Jew. I'm not going to say anything nice about it.
Fair. Yeah, Luis says, Florida demons and ladders, Lambert's nightmares come true. Pretty much. Pretty much.
I know Final Destination when I hear it.
Yep.
That's good shit.
Exactly. Florida.
Kind of for a
terrible.
dude, I guess. There you go. He was hot.
All right, read. What was the one in the chat, Joel? Read that.
Yeah, so Cyclops Better Than Logan says, I've only had one bad vacay. The only bad vacay I've ever had was me and my friends getting called the N-word by cars driving by within 3 days and getting into a big 20-person brawl outside of a motel during senior week at Ocean City, Maryland. We won the fight, which is the only positive that happened that week, but my bro got a big bruise on his face, and that sucked. This happened in 06.
Jesus.
So first of all, Jesus Christ, that's awful. That's ugh.
I'm glad you won the
ain't
fight,
nothing
though.
good about that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Show them. All right, I can't follow that up.
Everyone wants me to read their stories. I get it. I've got a bunch of stories, guys. Let me read Luis's. Where's that at? Okay.
I assume in your DMs.
Yeah, I got it. Luis is very short. He was in Cancun, and he was at the beach drinking a margarita, and when he approached his drink, an octopus came out and squirted at his face. That is what happened to Luis. He got he got inked by an octopus.
Was this your first squirting experience?
Was the octopus hot?
Very must know this question.
They follow along the same lines, yes.
Thank you.
Welcome.
These are the important questions that we ask. We need to know if the octopus is hot and if this was your first squirt experience. Don't let us down, Luis. Yeah, well, here you go. Doesn't send yours. Do it, please. Love getting them bad stories.
I'm not even gonna ask for him on Twitter anymore.
Of
I'm just
course,
gonna wait
the
until.
octopus-
Except for
He
Tank.
said, of
Tank's
course, the octopus was not.
was
hot.
not hot.
It's not
So
hot.
was hot. Got it.
Yeah, it was.
The octopus was hot.
Yeah.
And first squirting experience, yes or no? You gonna answer that question? I
Plead the fifth. You coward! Don't plead
Coward
the
is right.
fifth. You're a coward, Luis.
How do you get inked while chilling on the beach? It's true.
I mean, Chris Paul got COVID while vaccinated. Sometimes shit
So
just
they say.
happens.
Why is he talking? Why is he not talking?
Reed wants to know why Bobo's not talking.
O'Neal doesn't actually talk. He's just here as a face.
Yeah,
I told you.
Bobo's just here for reaction.
Yeah.
I told you I didn't have any stories.
You gotta know how to utilize O'Neal, and that's what we knew what we were doing when we brought him on, just to have reactions and stuff. If you want O'Neal to talk, tell your kids to watch The Distraction 3 p.m. Eastern on Fightful. You get plenty of
Honestly, you
O'Neal.
can just turn in at 4 and you'll probably get what you need.
Yeah, O'Neal's sometimes on at 3.
3 what? 3 mountain?
No,
I guess 3 central, whatever.
he was on at 3 o'clock last week.
Okay.
Was he?
Yes.
I don't remember anything.
O'Neal's gonna go down in history as being part of the first ever Distraction Cold Open.
It's true.
Yeah.
Let's read another one, shall we?
All right, Sam keeps asking me to. No, fuck Joe Louis Arena, Chris. All right, Sam keeps asking me to read one of his. He's got 2 of them. All right, they're both from Cuba. Apparently, it's just Cuba and Florida trips. Do you
We'll
guys
get to Vegas soon.
California.
go anywhere else? All right. There's 2 trips. I'm gonna read one. Sam, which one should I read? The first one or the second one? You tell me.
I just read them both. Who cares?
All right, it's fine. All right. It was about 100 degrees Fahrenheit, so me, my family, and our friends decided to go to the pool. I brought a book, and I was reading, and all of a sudden, this crew of Colombians, or whatever, brought their stuff, and they were right behind me. They're yelling their asses off. I looked over to my friend, and I'm like, what's going on? So eventually, I continue reading my book. There's no one behind me, and so they leave, and 10 seconds later, a fashion show starts. And I'm like, what is going on? I look, and I realize those models were the Colombians that were just behind me a few minutes ago. The second story is, the first week that we were there, it looked like it was noon. Me, my sister, and our friends went to lunch, and my buddy took a spaghetti or something. I don't remember, but he grabbed the spoon and he was turning back towards the table. One of the waiters was like, you should have this fork. So for the rest of the trip, even since I don't even know what that second story is, Sam. Are you stoned? Are you high?
Oh, I can guarantee you he's not. He's just very much 16 years old.
Sending these in. Are you high sending this in? I felt high reading these stories, Sam. And I'm not. I can confirm I'm not. But I feel like I was stoned just now.
JK Schwal, I can't hear.
That's fair.
Went to the pool without thinking someone put their dick in the filter.
Yeah.
It's true.
Very fair.
20 is 16. It's the same thing, Sam.
Yeah, close enough, right? Were the models hot? I mean, I would assume so, right?
They're Colombian. Yes, they are.
Okay,
I,
so we've confirmed Joel Pearl thinks Colombian models are hot and church choir directors are not hot. That's
Correct.
what we're looking at for Joel here.
It's a pretty solid bar, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I'm with Martin. What was the book? I would like to know this as well.
Yes, that is a very important question.
I would say it's important. I just would like to know.
Well, it might be good.
I
I would like to hear it.
Joel Pearl was
so-
into Colombians, confirmed. Factual.
My wife is half Colombian.
Is
so
she?
yes.
Bob O'Neill, do you want
Yeah.
a Colombian model to murder you?
Absolutely.
I can find you one, I'm sure.
You want her to run you over with her car, then back up and run you over again.
There we go.
Then drop a hairdryer in the bathtub of her bathwater.
And then drive you over to the Golden Gate Bridge, launch you off of it.
I
Or a
do
fishing boat.
watch The Distraction sometimes if I can
Sometimes.
catch it. And I did not watch it that day. So when Jeremy sent me that link to watch him reading all of your How I Want Liv Morgan to Kill Me.
Oh, man.
That was
I
on Twitch.
watched that for like a solid 5 minutes, and I was like, "What just happened?" Like,
That was good.
sitting there.
We had a good time.
That
I'm
was
sitting there
legitimately
doing work. I'm just combing through Robert O'Neill's Twitter, and I'm just searching various wrestling women's names.
yeah. After I got done watching it, because I went through the link on Twitter he sent me, so I wasn't like on anything else.
Yeah, yeah.
After I closed it out, I just started searching your at random things
So
on Twitter.
wonderful.
That was the best post show we've ever done. That was so good. Our post show this week was good, but it was like actual like wrestling discussion. That post show was just something else. I even called it on Fightful Scraps. I called it the intervention for Robert O'Neill.
Amazing.
Oh
It was
man.
Something, that's for sure. I don't know about best. But
No, it was tremendous. It was the best thing we've ever done. This is how you gotta
And I-
use O'Neill. You gotta know how to utilize O'Neill.
I was very confused when Anakin or whoever it was that said that in the response said that to me about like running him over with my
Yeah,
car.
I popped so
What are
hard
you
for that.
talking about? Like,
I popped so hard for that. O'Neill's fantastic. We love O'Neill. He's very good at
Yes.
Twitter. I hate that he like tweets the dumbest things and it gets like so many. O'Neill, if you tweeted the relic killer thing that I tweeted, you would have gotten like 50 likes on that
Thousands.
thing.
Yeah.
And like it's so stupid.
Yeah.
my favorite is every time Bob tweets, somebody comments, "Wow, a good tweet from Robert O'Neill." Like on every tweet.
O'Neill, legit, take my relic tweet, just copy and paste it and tweet it on your account. And I bet it does better. And I'm gonna be very upset by this.
What? I don't even. Which one is it?
Just
Let me see.
go to my timeline.
The
You'll
relic
see it.
one. Pay attention.
Yeah. I didn't tweet that much today.
Luis says, "Pump handle slam off me off a bridge is a mountain. Oh my god! Pump handle slam me off a bridge is a Mount Rushmore line of wrestling."
It really is.
Agreed. It's
It
amazing.
really is. Oh,
Stupid
God.
as shit pops us. I can't believe it. We're children.
All right. Well, I got plenty to read. Anakin says about so the duct tape story, duct taping the not hot choir director here. Okay, so it was a tradition for the new guys on the choir tour to get duct taped. As this is their final year, the guys decided to try duct taping the choir director. We were trying to stay in a church to sleep. And all the guys except myself and 2 guys from the school went out to try to duct tape them. Unfortunately for them, they didn't realize the doors would lock behind them, as they had to go back inside, then go upstairs and back inside where the choir director was sleeping. They got caught on the final night of the tour and had the hotel's room reserved for them canceled to sleep on the bus. I have a fun bus story. I don't think I can share it, but it's not about me. They were told the lobby would be open to use the bathroom, but it was locked, and so they had to go outside in a bush. They also got cold as the bus was off all night, so they were freezing all night and couldn't even get a hot breakfast because the continental breakfast was just donuts that weren't even very good. They shouldn't have tried to duct tape the director, honestly. Shouldn't have.
What kind of donuts were they serving?
Were they
That's
hot?
my first. Were they hot? They were. I don't think they were served hot.
I don't know. Warm donuts are good.
They are, but by the sounds of it, were not very good donuts in the first place.
Why do you expect the bus to be hot and running in the middle of the night?
Good question.
Oh my god.
What?
All right, Ricardo Holt has sent me a fantastic one.
Oh, yes, he did. He alluded to that. Anakin says, hey, they were Walmart quality donuts and they were not hot. Okay.
Ricardo, why don't you
Krispy Kreme
follow me
donuts.
on Twitter, you jerk? I followed
Yes,
you.
or me. I don't know. If you
But I'm going to unfollow you because you did not follow me. But I followed you.
Man.
I feel like that ends very poorly.
We're all friends here, right?
Yes. Just like the day that I opened my DMs was a bad idea.
It's fair.
Sleep tight, Anakin.
Good
Thank
night,
you for
buddy.
the stories. Hot donuts, my god. Krispy Kreme donuts are hot, indeed. All right, what are we doing? We got Ricardo's story.
Give me 1 second.
Have a good night.
Oh, we got to do the Sean story too,
Yes.
and I will tell the Vegas story. That is much better than the Cuba story.
Tell that now.
So 10 years ago, literally 10 years ago, I went to Vegas with a buddy of mine. We're not friends anymore. Kind of important to the story. So we did a 7 days in Vegas thing, stayed at Treasure Island, and we're having a pretty good time. And so one afternoon, we're just kind of walking around the strip, having fun, doing the thing, getting drinks, and we get onto the monorail that like runs across the strip and all the hotels because we were going to casinos and in and out of stuff. Anyway, so we get in the monorail, and the cars in the monorail are tiny. So the 2 of us get in, and then 2 more, two women get in behind us. And they start chatting us up, and I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, go with the flow. We're both, young, stupid single dudes, and they keep talking, and they keep getting flirtier and flirtier, and we're like, okay, fine, go along with it. They were dressed like any other tourist in the city, just regular, like, jeans and shirts and whatever, like we were, and everything was cool. And then I was like, something feels weird. So we get off the monorail, they ask us where we're staying, we tell them, and my buddy says, oh, we're at Treasure Island. And then they said, oh, we're over at the Aria Hotel. Why don't you come over? We can go hang out at the pool. And we're like, I don't know. I'm sitting there just like, I don't really know, man. I just want to kind of hang out, do my own thing. We had tickets for Cirque du Soleil, whatever. And they're just like, no, they're getting pushy and pushy, okay? So next thing you know, we're walking towards our hotel, and they're still following us because my friend is very lonely. And so all of a sudden, these 2 women switch. One was talking to my friend at one point, and one was talking to me, and then they switch because they realized that me being the bigger guy, I am not the big fat party animal that they probably pegged me as a mark. No, I was being the quiet, calm, whatever, and my buddy was being the big fat party animal, but he's not a big fat party animal. Anyway, so he's all excited. So they switch, and party animal girl goes and does party animal things, and the other one's trying to be, just relatable. So finally we get back to our hotel, and they're still there because my friend is like obsessed and thinking that he's going to get some. And I'm like, no, dude, you got to stop. I know where this is going. This ends with us going to a pool and getting accosted by the person that sent them. And he doesn't get it. And I'm like, they'll want you to pay for the things that they're going to do to you when you go to the pool. And he's still not, he's like, I don't think that's true. look at the way they're dressed. And I'm like, I don't think you understand this. He takes them up to our room. Now the four of us are in our hotel room at Treasure Island. Yes, that's the look I gave as well. And so they're both now on top of him and like getting flirty with him, trying to get him to go into his bathing suit to go to the Aria Hotel with them to do the things you exactly think would happen. And so what happens next is he starts being like, hey man, no, come with. And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Hey, come here for a sec. I just want to grab something. And so the two girls leave the room and I'm like, okay, hang tight. We'll be right there. I just shut the door and I'm like, don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare. And I had to sit there and explain to him everything that was wrong with the last hour of our time. And then the story ends with me getting drunk in the tub alone while he takes a nap. And so the moral of the story is, if you go to Vegas and someone is nice to you, just start asking questions, bud. And no, we're not friends anymore. It's like I said. And it's not just because of that.
Nice.
There were other stories. But yeah.
You should
And
still
that's
be
Vegas.
friends.
No, we're not friends because of some other stuff.
Oh.
He wasn't a very good friend, so it was fine that it ended. He's married, has a kid now, so he's happy.
Well,
Okay.
he seems like he was dumb as a brick.
Yeah, he was, but he was a nice dude when we were in college together, university. So, yeah.
Lord. My kid's asleep.
I'm looking forward to going back to Vegas. So let me tell you, 10 years later.
Okay. Chris, are you still in the chat? I'll read yours. I'm not reading the first one, Chris. Yeah. I think you understand why. I'll read the second one though. So he says, we went on family vacation to visit my dad's cousin in upstate New York. We got there in his house, and his house is disgusting. He takes us into the city one day, and he said he would take me and my dad to a Yankee game a different day. So we spent the day in the city, which was fine, but then the next day came, and we're supposed to go to the Yankees game. My dad's cousin reneged, and we didn't get to go. I was very upset by this. That is very mean of him. Very, very mean. I'm sorry that happened, Chris. Have you ever been to a Yankees game, though? Did you ever just, like, get to go to one?
Was your dad's friend hot?
Thank you. I was wondering who I should direct that to. Chris is here. Chris lives here. Any other questions? What for Chris?
He said, yeah, he gets it. Why you didn't read the first one?
Yeah.
What was wrong with the first one?
Um,
I get it. I'm asking.
Inappropriate.
yeah, it's
Thanks.
yeah, it's yeah. Just don't need to read it.
I'm kidding.
Did the Yankees
the
win?
Yankees-
That's an important question.
Nah, who
It
cares?
is.
Yankees suck.
Not in
Not
New
in New York.
but he did get to see the Yankees
Well, that's
play.
good. That's good.
I saw the Yankees play once.
Absolutely not hot. Okay, well, that's where the questions end. Yankees lost.
As they do.
Oh, that's not even Chris responding.
JKB, inappropriate for this show? My God.
Oh no, not today. Not to lose today. We meant that game.
I will have never mind. No, Chris understands why I didn't read the first one. You guys stop asking about the first one. It doesn't fit what we're going for. I'll just say that. It just doesn't fit
Yeah.
what we're going for. Okay?
Past it.
Yeah. All right. Let me read. I feel like I want to save Ricardo's last because it's really good. Who else sent one in? Gisberto sent one in.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I miss Gisberto.
I don't know if he's. I feel like he's on Skype. Let me DM him. I'm gonna message him on Skype.
All right.
Did you say Sean had one?
Sean, I'm gonna read Gisberto's. I'm gonna read Sean's, and then I'm gonna read Ricardo's. Unless anybody else has one to share, and then we'll
Good.
sandwich
Most
those in between.
Most people already know my other LA one because I posted on Twitter when it happened because it was the SmackDown premiere.
I don't know this one because we weren't friends yet.
I'm messaging Gisberto to let him know.
Okay, I'll give you the short version. Basically, got my luggage lost by Southwest. Get to LA. They don't have my luggage. Okay, there's a fly that keeps going over my camera too. If anybody's they don't have my luggage. Get an Uber to go to the hotel. Dude says he's taking me on a shortcut. Takes 45 minutes to get about 15 miles. And it's not like a busy time in LA. Drops me off at the wrong hotel.
Of course.
Then I have to find my hotel, get to my hotel, get checked in, get stuck in the elevator for like 30 minutes before they finally get me out. My luggage made it to my room before I did. Already like 45 minutes into the SmackDown premiere, walk 3 blocks to the SmackDown premiere, and I started coming down the steps right as Seth Rollins' pyro hit and almost pissed me. That's basically the story.
Yay! I'm glad we retold that.
Yeah, it was a good time. I had a panic attack in the elevator.
That's
Jesus Christ, lady.
Yeah.
All right, here's Gisberto's. So in grade 12, the Italian classes did a Europe trip when we were in London, and one of the girls connected with a gigolo. My God.
Oh my God.
He came to the hotel one night but couldn't get past security. The teachers sent the girl home, but because of the incident, the rest of us missed our trip to Abbey Road. I died that day, and then he messaged me on Skype. There aren't enough words for me to describe my love of the Beatles and the heartbreak of that day. I can confirm Gisberto is a big Beatles fan, so I can only imagine how he was feeling that this gigolo guy ruined this.
I would be fucking devastated.
Oh,
I
yeah.
totally empathize with that.
That's a bummer.
Poor Gisberto. Now I just feel bad. Now I just want to give him a big hug and be like, it's gonna be okay, buddy.
Well, Gisberto's not watching, but I wanted to ask him.
Oh, I'll message him on Skype.
Were the Beatles hot?
Was the gigolo hot?
All right, was the gigolo hot? He's probably gonna be like, huh?
Please tell me you're doing this in the staff
What's his
chat.
name?
No, I'm not doing it in the staff chat. I'm doing it in
Was his name Deuce Bigelow, European Bigelow?
was his name Deuce Bigelow. It's a good movie. I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, Joel, I don't remember telling that on the watch along either, so that's okay.
Perfect. I'm glad that we both don't remember you telling a story about SmackDown premiere. Dude, we talk so much shit in those watch alongs. I love it.
We've done so many of them. How are we supposed to remember?
We did 2 this month alone.
Well, you did too. I skipped
Oh,
one.
that's right. God damn. Oh, whatever. At least the next one's not for like a month.
I didn't even
Right?
watch you.
Right? Oh, no, that's a lie. There's one in 2 weeks.
It's 3 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, it's 3 weeks. You're
Yeah,
right.
it's
Yeah,
3
I'm
Slammiversary
glad
is
that you
17th.
guys enjoy the watch alongs because they get a little exhausting sometimes.
Yeah, I
Dude,
can't stay for those whole things.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it the other day when I'm just like, man, we're doing like these marathon watch-alongs, and then when I go and do like the post show once in a blue moon, I'm like, oh, it's only an hour. I can do that because I sit and talk for 4 hours anyway.
Well, and like the one last Sunday because it started so late. Like,
So dumb.
and I say it started so late. Like, it started at the time it started for forever, but it felt like it was like 10 p.m. when it started.
Yeah.
And when there's, okay, we got an AEW show. Okay, next week we got an NXT show. Okay, next week we've got a WWE. Like, it's, oof.
Yeah. No, credit to you guys for those, because I did like the one Mania match, and then that was all I could do.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It can be a lot, but when you got enough people who like enjoy the conversation and hanging out, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, like I'm lucky that the same 6 people that we've kind of roped in to do it have been really cool and really, really good at this.
Well, the Rumble was really the first that we did, and it was a lot of fun. Like, seeing all of our reactions to everyone coming out and everything. Like,
Yeah.
that is more fun than like a regular ass pay-per-view.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
Gisberto
You're gonna be
says No clue about if the gigolo was hot. He showed up super late and we were all sleeping in, which in retrospect sounds even worse now that I'm thinking about it. And then he said he is also a fan of the Deuce Bigelow.
Okay. Thank you, Gisberto. We heart you.
Heck yeah. All right. The next one.
Is the next one Sean?
Yes. All right, hold on. Let me pull it up. Okay.
Is it good?
I don't know. I didn't actually read it. I haven't read any of these.
Valid.
He
I
barely
vet
leaves
them
his phone.
like as I read them because I don't want to be spoiled. Okay. So Sean says, I went on vacation with our old strength and conditioning coach 3 years ago after not taking a day off in 4 years. He woke up at 6 a.m. every morning, worked out loudly so everyone else woke up, and cooked us breakfast. Breakfast is in quotes. At 7. With plain white rice and $2 steak. He wanted to go to Oak Island instead of Myrtle Beach because he said douches go there. Oak Island was all old people. So there you go. Just had a bad vacation with his old strength and conditioning coach with white rice
be
and
fair,
$2 steak.
That's probably like one of 3 vacations Sean has ever been on in his entire life. So
So here's a story, sort of. So he said this on the show tonight. He's going to Colorado
yes.
In July.
Mm-hmm.
And I sort of know what he's doing. It doesn't sound very fun. And people know I've had a bad Colorado experience that I'm not going to tell. But I was reading this with the EP, and the EP is like, you and Sean just got to take a romantic vacation to Colorado together and just have a good experience together. Just go see a hockey game, go skiing. So I think Sean and I are we're gonna have a couples getaway to Colorado at some point, and I'll share this experience with everybody when it happens, because I've had a bad Colorado experience. It sounds like Sean's not gonna have a great one, and we need to right that wrong.
You're both going to reconnect with your roots in Colorado.
I got to get back to Colorado. I've got to see a hockey game in Colorado, even though I hate sports.
Yeah.
Let's all go to Colorado.
Yeah, what Sean is going there for sounds depressing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It sounds very depressing. So, yeah, he's going to probably not have a good time. Okay.
It's legal there. Perfect.
Do what?
It's legal there, says Ron Patel.
Yeah. I mean, drugs are legal. Drugs are illegal anywhere, as long as you don't get caught.
I'm gonna say, it reminds me of a tour story I wasn't on, but I was told about, where friends of mine drove through Colorado high as a motherfucker because they were afraid when they got to the next state over, where it wasn't legal, that they were going to get pulled over. So they did all the drugs. Not the driver, but the whole rest of the van. So yeah, anyway. Get it. Who's next?
We're gonna do the last one. I don't think I've missed anyone. I think I've got everything that I was sent. So we're gonna do Ricardo's. Pretty sure that's the last one. Okay. If I missed yours, let me know. I apologize if I missed it. Okay. So Ricardo says, starts with, I've been to prison. He said, while there, we would regularly steal latex gloves from the kitchen and other such jobs. You blow them up and tie it off, pick a finger, viola, fleshlight. I got caught rubbing one out in Vegas, and the girlfriend laughs at me still. I appreciate this story because now anybody who thought of sticking their dick in a pool suction or a hot tub suction, you can just take a latex glove and you can get a similar feeling, apparently. I think we've learned something through this story. And I would like to thank Ricardo for helping us all out through that.
I think I'm fucking scarred for life.
Nothing? I feel this is very educational.
Can you read it again, just for posterity?
Ricardo, were any of the prison guards hot?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Does your current girlfriend laugh at you, Ricardo?
I would laugh at you.
Is Ricardo still here? Has he sent a message in a while? I've not seen him
No.
type in the chat. No.
Yes. Joel and Hannah are both shocked.
I see him still listed as here. So
Bob is also shocked, but he
That's just his face.
his facial expression. Glove hot. J.K. Schwal would like to know if the glove was hot.
Fair question, honestly.
Okay,
Very fair question.
hold on. The Vegas part is separate from the glove.
Yes.
The glove is prison, I
I mean,
think.
it appears that like he was with his girlfriend in Vegas and they weren't doing anything, so he turned to a glove to do something.
For
If
his
you
love,
want, sometimes you've gotta. If you want to get love, you gotta glove. You guys heard that saying before?
Yeah, that's true.
That applies here.
Oh boy.
Greg, I feel like he was not in jail. He was working at the jail. I think.
He said,
Oh.
"I've been to prison."
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
was
it
hoping
says,
that-
"I've been to prison."
Oh, we're not judging you, Ricardo.
I don't care. He's been in prison. Nick Cage's been in prison. He's the coolest motherfucker alive.
Yeah.
Just
We're just,
I was hoping that he was counting prison as a vacation.
we're just asking for clarification, but don't yell at us like the lady from American Airlines.
Oh my good lord.
I'm sad Ricardo is not active in the chat right now. I'm gonna DM him.
Yeah. Out of all the things to fuck, a glove is definitely one of them, I guess. I mean, I assume it would be pretty smooth.
I mean,
Some.
if you use a lube, yeah, sure, anything is
Some.
smooth.
I mean, not anything.
Yeah.
You could probably make a conscious effort with enough lube.
I got a cactus in the kitchen. You want to go for that?
Listen, I'm not saying I wouldn't try it. I'm just saying it's a little far.
I like how Hannah just goes to like anything. Feels like I'm pretty sure enough lube. You can't. I got a cactus. Can you fuck that? I got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Just saying, if you try hard enough, you can fuck anything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they tried with the
Tremendous.
pool, and that worked out well for him.
Tremendous.
Assuming a pool filter isn't smooth. You see? There are worse things.
God.
Oh man.
Man, I've missed these shows. We missed
So
doing
have we.
them.
Except they're not going to be back next week.
Sorry.
So here's the thing with next week. I will say this. Here's the thing with next week. Joel,
Unless I do it.
What?
I was going to say, unless I do it.
If you host it, I can be on it. I'm obviously not traveling with my gaming computer,
Yes.
but I'll have my laptop with me, so like I can do it from my laptop. It shouldn't be an issue to do that. So if you want to host it, we can do it. It depends on how I'm feeling as well, honestly.
Fine.
2 weeks should be fine. 3 weeks should be fine. The other 4 weeks, I'll be at SmackDown, and then yeah. But we're gonna get back on track again. It was because Dynamite was on Fridays, and so scheduling just got kind of messed up. And like next week's 4th of July weekend, all right, guys? Like,
Oh yeah, let's take it easy.
yeah,
Let's not do it next week. We'll do the week after.
yeah. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with
We may not have it every week, but we'll be back
no,
at least.
at least once a month.
Yeah, at least doing it once a month.
Yeah, we're
Like,
gonna at least do these type of things once a month. I still want to play video games and stuff because I don't take enough time to play video games unless I stream it nowadays.
Tell
Yeah,
your friends. Tell
I
your
miss
friends to
having
come
our
and join
game
us.
nights too.
Yes.
They put wrestling on every damn night of the week, so we can't do anything now.
Yeah, it's very difficult to do those. We might need to try to find like a Saturday or Sunday, kind of early evening to do that kind of stuff. We're doing a watch along on Sunday of I don't know, it's Clash of Champions, some shit, something. O'Neil, you want to join Joseph and I for Clash of Champions on Sunday?
What time? Because I'm seeing
6.
Fast 9 on Sunday.
Are you? My God, 6 o'clock.
That's at 3:30. Probably not.
All right. See how it is, O'Neil. See how it is.
You're not as important as Fast 9, that's all.
Yeah. I mean, that's honestly fair. I can't even like argue that. I'd rather watch Fast 9 than Clash
It
of
does
Champions.
have John Cena. So
I mean, it doesn't even need John Cena. Like the Fast, and those movies are like 5 hours long, which is also rules.
yeah, they are. They are.
Yeah.
I had not played Among Us since the last time we streamed and played Among Us, which was like before you moved to Ohio.
Yeah, I think it was.
And Camden wanted to play it on my phone the other day at the doctor's office, and it has changed so much.
Has it?
Like,
You were just playing it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I
didn't you?
played it a couple weeks ago, and
like
it seemed
I don't
fine
know
to
if
me.
maybe he had it on like because you can have it for under 18 now.
Oh.
And
Oh,
he may have
interesting.
he may have had it on that, which is a good idea because, like, I did not like because he knows how to read now.
Yeah.
I did not like him playing with the people in the chat, but like he was on the under 18, and you can't type in the chat.
Right.
There's like options, and you can like accuse someone or like ask where were they, who was it?
Oh.
Like there's only press options, and I'm like that is a much better idea than letting
Yeah.
these get on here, and like you don't get to pick your username. They pick your username. It's just like random words thrown together. I'm like that's a very good idea.
All right,
Ricardo is back.
Yes, Ricardo is back. Ask your questions for Ricardo. Was the glove
Was the
hot,
glove hot?
Ricardo?
Glad we went there. And by the way, for those talking about a Canada Day stream, yes, there will be a Canada Day stream on Fightful because it's Impact Day. So we'll find a Canadian to join us on the panel that night. Every time we call her Fifi, my God.
Wait, so it was the same glove that just got passed around? That
Okay, that's an issue.
That is-
yeah, that
That
seems
No.
problematic.
was there lotion used? He says no, dude.
How much lube would you have to use, hypothetically, for this glove?
Well, according to Joel Pearl, you can use
You
lube
can-
and fucking
yeah, you
cactus.
can lube
So,
anything. And
I didn't. Yeah, that's right. Anything is the point.
let's-
Listen, we bring the cactus to Vegas, so we'll figure it out.
I'm
This
just waiting on
sounds.
Ricardo.
I guess it is Vegas. I could just go out into the desert. Who am I
Yeah.
kidding?
Boxes of gloves get taken back to the bunks and lots of lotion. Okay.
I'm really hating this conversation right now when we started it.
Is it your current girlfriend that caught you, fucking Fifi in Vegas?
Yeah. We need to answer to that before I ask the next question.
And
Yes.
does that girlfriend consider it cheating?
Okay, he said yes, it is.
JK, my whole life has taken a bad turn since I started doing stuff with Fightful, okay?
No, not cheating.
All right.
Is
there you
she
go.
hot?
Yes, is she hot? Wait, the girlfriend, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we've answered
Sorry.
the
We
gloves.
asked
We've answered
We
the
already-
gloves.
We already know. Yes, she's hot. Okay, we already know that your answer about Fifi.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah.
that's the obligatory question. Obligatory. That's the obligatory question.
Yeah,
Is she
Dan,
hot?
coffee with family sounds like bullshit. We're much better than that.
This is taking a bad
yep.
turn for Joel.
Do we have any other questions for Ricardo regarding?
Yeah, we forgot most of them before
There
we
was a
got
Let me
question
here.
scroll
about
up.
prison. There's a question about prison. Was this happening because you were in prison or because you worked in the prison?
Yeah, we were a little bit
That's been
confused.
answered. I swear this has been answered. Like,
No, it wasn't. We brought it up, but we
No,
weren't
it
sure.
was.
Jeremy and I thought that he was in prison.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
No,
Okay,
see?
I'm a
There
criminal.
you go.
Live it,
No,
buddy.
I'm a
Live your life.
It's
Car-
okay.
Ricardo's the man.
I like that. Nah, I'm a criminal.
Yeah. It's good to know criminals.
Yeah.
True. They get you out of some jams.
Yeah, we're not judging you. We just wanted clarification.
Dan, my wife can probably not hear this. She usually puts on a Bluetooth speaker and leaves it facing her so that it drowns out the noise. I'm facing, like, she's behind me, behind that wall, and I am very much not talking to that wall.
Well, good for her, because Lord.
If I get a text, then yes, but she's probably asleep. I'm assuming.
All right. If we don't have any more questions, I'm open about it. Bad times in my life that are way behind me now. Oh, we like you, Ricardo.
Yeah, you're all good.
No
Yeah,
need. No need.
Like I said,
yourself.
Nick Gage is like the coolest motherfucker alive, and he's been to prison. So
Yeah.
Hell,
No need to explain yourselves to us. We were just very interested in this story.
yes. Now, on an unrelated note, I have to go into Amazon and buy some gloves.
buy a lot of latex gloves. All right, everybody, we're gonna end this. If I got an article to do, I'm asleep. Maybe sleep. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to take this baby to bed.
Yes, I hope he
Definitely.
sleeps well and no more bad dreams for the kids. O'Neill, you can plug your stuff first, I guess.
Yeah, at Robert O'Neill 31 on Twitter. Just
That's all you do. You don't need to talk
yeah,
anymore.
pretty much.
Did you and Joseph do a show today?
We did. We're talking
All right,
about.
I gotta post. That'll be up on. What'd you guys talk about? Brock?
Yeah, the King of the Ring run in 2002.
Okay, that'll be up on Distraction Patreon tomorrow. Patreon.com/The Distraction. You can watch O'Neill and Joseph talk about Brock Lesnar. I promise you, O'Neill says more on that than he does on this stream. Joseph will guide him through. Hannah.
Robert, did you have fun? Did you enjoy this late show with us?
I did. Yeah, no, I had a good time.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, for sure, guys. Anytime.
O'Neill will just randomly pop on anytime you need him. It's like, you can do this? Yeah, sure. O'Neill doesn't have a life. He's on Twitter
As long
all the
as we get the
time.
photo evidence afterwards.
He's on Twitter all the time. That's all he does.
It's true.
You can follow me on Twitter at YourQueenHan for now, because I'm gonna change my @ soon. I don't know. That's about it.
You're gonna actually change your @
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I haven't done it yet because then that means changing all my Twitch overlays, and that sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun.
But yeah, I'm gonna change it. So.
All right. Joel.
I ain't hard to find. At Joel Pearl, JoelPearl. I host a show. It's called Tim and Joel Call It in the Ring. YouTube.com/Tim and Joel Pod. I'm in a Discord. Same thing. Links are there. Join us. Have fun with us. Talk about wrestling with us. On the Fightful side, I'm here, man. I'm here and I do stuff. I talk. I talk to you guys and girls and our friends beyond the binary. Let's go. That's me.
Can I break the news that what show is it? July 16th, the first show back with fans. Actually, Joel Pearl will be co-hosting the SmackDown post show with me. I asked for O'Neill. Sean, of course, won't allow it. He just ignores my request when I ask for O'Neill now. I asked Hannah, but she has a life.
You did not ask me.
I fucked up the bit. Yeah, I botched the bit.
You asked me as a joke.
I wanted you to do. I asked Sean because he had a rough day, and I was like, "Oh, can I ask Hannah to rant about Breeze?" And Sean's like, "I don't need Hannah getting us demonetized, so no."
Oh.
So
it's okay. I was on the phone anyway, so I wouldn't have got on.
See, you have a life. That's what I'm saying. You can't do the post shows because you actually have a life. So it's going to be Joel and I, unless Joel pisses me off in the next 3 weeks and I decide not to do it with him.
He
which
will.
is very possible. Yeah. Don't rule that out.
Wait a minute.
Who's doing the SummerSlam review? No idea. I assume I will get asked.
It's going to be you.
I assume I will get asked. To do
you
it
and Andrew Thompson
on like Saturday. Like Sean will message me on Saturdays like, "Oh shit, I forgot I'm in Vegas to do SummerSlam. Can you do the review show?"
No. Sean will freaking make me go to the hotel and do it with him live.
He might actually
I'll be there.
do.
We'll do a whole panel.
Yeah, he might actually do like a live gimmick because I think we're doing something like that for All Out. I think Full Gear, Joseph and I are doing a live post show from the hotel. I think that's the idea. So we got a lot of ideas circulating. Who knows what actually is going to happen, but we've always got ideas.
Yeah, that's 2 months away, guys. That's not even on the
Yeah.
radar yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to convince Sean to let me co-host the week after the week that I'm co-hosting with Jeremy, that SmackDown post show.
Oh, when
'Cause you
both
guys
Sean
just
and I
figured
are
it out.
gone?
Yeah, on the 23rd.
I'm very worried for the July 23rd show.
What is it?
Oh, I mean, I'll be at the SmackDown show, and that's when Sean's going to Colorado. I'm just worried about that day. Like, Sean and I both gone.
Oh, yeah, the world's gonna burn. They'll do
Yeah.
more releases that day.
Oh, that was.
Very
I was
worried.
thinking about that.
They will sell the company that day.
Yeah, for real. Very worried about that show. All right, everybody. We were back on Twitch on Sunday at 6 o'clock. Joseph, and I'm gonna try to get a third to do a Clash of Champions watch along. Let's see who's raiding. Do you have anybody, Joel? You're always DMing me somebody to raid.
I literally don't have anyone else even on that I
New
follow.
Legacy is playing. They're the boys. They're playing Mario Golf. I don't know who's actually there with on the group there tonight, but like we always stream at different times, but they're doing a late night stream, so we'll raid the NL boys. Tell them we said
Oh, the
hi.
Aussies. It's the Aussies for sure.
That's fine. Yeah,
They're playing Mario Golf.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Slip's probably there and stuff. Tell them I said hi. Very great, guys. Y'all enjoy y'all's night. We'll catch y'all on Sunday.